Hi everyone, let me know if you can hear me well, and we will start the webinar. My name is Ros Shemelyak and I'm really glad to have you here today. We will begin in just a couple of minutes to give everyone a chance to connect and settle in. And while we wait, feel free to introduce yourself in the chat. So let us know where you joined from and what kind of businesses you represent. And today's session will be all about tokenization and real world assets and what I really means for businesses and how it's transforming the ownership and fundraising and what practical steps companies can take to get started. Whether you exploring tokenization for the investments, I don't know, real estate or equity management, you are in the right place. So grab your coffee, get comfortable, and we will start very soon. Nice. I see a positive feedback that everything is fine. So I will share my screen and start the webinar session. All right, please, Stobox team, let me know that everything goes fine. Alex, please message me that you can see my screen very clear. Perfect. Thank you for your feedback. Appreciate it. So let's start. I'm Ross Shemelyak. I'm the co-founder of Stobox, and please meet the Stobox team engaged in the sales process. It is Jason Jones, head of global sales. It is Alex, their senior sales manager, and Jean Diev, their CEO of the company and the founder. And Jean, as a CEO, is responsible and engaged in every enterprise grade client case. So you will see Jean a lot during their professional engagement with Stobox. It is one of the benefits working with us. So why you are here and what to expect? So my goal will be to educate you in tokenization. So you will understand what tokenization is, so you can be ahead your competitors. So by the end of this webinar, you will discover how tokenization helps you raise new capital and scale faster. And I will show you their live demonstration of their Stobox technology called Stobox 4. It is a tokenization platform for their fundraising and compliance and investors management. And you will learn the practical steps how to get started with practical cases and my support. So let's move forward. Let's start from the definition. What is tokenization? Tokenization, it is the process of transforming some physical assets such as real estate, equity, commodities, bonds, securities from their paper form or digital form to their token-based form where it stores on their blockchain. Imagine that you have your private company, for example, the real estate company, or you own the hotel that is worth of $5 million with 1 million of shares. So you have the opportunity to tokenize 100% of your business or just 20%. And in this example, 200,000 tokens for $5 each. And investors can buy them like shares 24/7. So to sum up, their tokenization, it is their transformation, their current digital or physical assets on the blockchain as a ledger to be able to provide more opportunities that we will cover through this webinar. And real world assets like RWA and tokenization, it is like the same definition in the industry. So what is Stobox? Stobox is a licensed and regulated tokenization company providing their enterprise-grade infrastructure. And as so far, we are already 7 years knocking the same door called tokenization. So Stobox is one of the first companies in the world under this domain. And now we are among their top 5 turnkey tokenization providers, and we executed more than 100 business cases from 5 continents around the world. We have 40 plus team members, and we tokenized more than 500 millions in assets for our clients. Typically, 50% of them are from real estate industry, or the rest is from the energy sectors, mines and extraction, or any other private companies. And we are presented and compliant in the United States, in Europe. In Europe, we are licensed and regulated company, and we hold their VASP license, Virtual Asset Service Provider. So we are acting under MiCA regulation. Plus, we presented in the UK and licensed and regulated in Qatar by their Qatar Financial Center. Stobox is the active participant of their Blockchain for Europe Association. It is the main organization that promotes tier 1 companies in blockchain in the industry, like Binance, like Ripple, like Coinbase in the United States, Ava Labs, and many others. And what we do, we help European Parliament and European Commission in the implementation of the blockchain and tokenization legislation. And the same we do in Qatar with their Qatar Financial Center Digital Assets Lab. By the way, just this summer, I was invited and joined their Crypto Force Roundtable in the United States, in Washington, D.C. by SEC, together with Paul Watkins, the chairman, the Hester Pierce commissioner, with their BlackRock, Fidelity, Morgan Stanley, NASDAQ, and many others institutional grade companies. So to sum up, Stobox holds a unique expertise in Europe, in the United States, and the MENA region in a practical level, delivering their tokenization for our clients. So our main value that we take the hand of the client and follow through all of their processes of the tokenization to remove the obstacles and save money and time for the businesses. Because when we started as a company in 2018, we made a lot of mistakes and spent $100,000 to lawyers and other providers to educate them what tokenization is, because it's a complex process. That's why currently we help entrepreneurs to close this gap. That's why we created our ecosystem, and the central part of it is the Stobox for tokenization platform. So it is all-in-one platform where businesses can tokenize themselves, where investors can register and buy the shares of the companies. So it is a SaaS product, software as a service, B2C, B2B, enterprise grade. And we introduced the first in the world tokenization onboarding framework. So it is our own methodology about how to tokenize the asset. So before each client goes live, their tokenization onboarding framework must be completed. So it is like wizard embedded into the platform to ensure technical wise, legal wise, compliant wise that you're issuing a decent asset and make a higher probability of the success of your case. Additionally, we developed some very complicated models in the platforms, but I will try to explain it very easily. For example, Stobox DID, it is our decentralized identity where we match traditional information, for example, verification of business, verification of the private individuals, verification of the transactions with our Web3 world. So it is compliant by design. Plus, we developed their Stobox Oracle. It is like the set of different smart contracts that ensures compliance on air within our ecosystem. And our STV3 protocol, so it is our own protocol on which we deploy the assets. Because when we mentioning security token, it means that it is a smart contract, compliant smart contract in the blockchain. So it is exactly what we provide. So to sum up, Stobox is a turnkey provider delivering their institutional grade infrastructure for small and medium businesses and for enterprise grade companies. And our main value it is to follow through all of the process, including their methodology, technology, legal drafts, and all of the support that is needed during this long journey. Additionally, I am one of the tokenization experts at the Cointelegraph. It is the biggest media in the world in blockchain and finance, as well as in Market Insider, Securities.io, Crypto.news, Associated Press, Cryptopolitan, and many others, where Stobox and I contribute to educate their local environment. Plus, Stobox conducted enterprise-grade partnerships with Fireblocks that provides the technology on top of which we build their Stobox ecosystem Plume network. It is layer 2 blockchain. SumsUp that provides KYC, know your customer, know your business processes. Arbitrium blockchain, RWA.io, Chainlink, and many others. Let's move forward. So why businesses choose tokenization? Why you need to research deeply and educate yourself? Because it is their future, the future that is already here. What makes their smartphone smart? Because before it was a phone with buttons, and now you have the touchscreen. So by definition, it is the same phone, but with much more opportunities. The same is tokenization in their financial industry. So let's call it finance 2.0. By tokenizing a business, you can raise capital fully online without selling control of your business. Because when your assets is tokenized, people can join from $100 and take a part in the growth of your business. So you can fundraise globally, fully online. Important that tokenization opens the liquidity for private businesses, and it is crucial because if this asset is tokenized, and once you will conduct the primary issuance of your shares, of your securities, for example, raise $1 million for the development of your project, and once primary will be closed, you'll be able to open a secondary market. So you will still being a private company without this public company heavy regulation, but with much more opportunities. So let's call it like IPO on the blockchain. So it's not about bringing you to NASDAQ. It is about NASDAQ bringing to you with much more opportunities. Plus, tokenization, it's not just about the fundraising. It is about management of your private company. Because imagine you are the well-funded company, but you still can manage your shareholders, cap table, pay dividends, conduct the voting. So what I believe that tokenization becomes a commodity. So it becomes the extension to your business. The same that previously it was like physical notes during their sales process, and now you have Salesforce or HubSpot. So it is extension. The same is tokenization. You can have one platform through which you can fundraise, manage your shares, manage your shareholders, interact with them, and it makes your business better and more efficient. And of course, it is compliant, so it ensures all of the regulatory process of know your customer, of anti-money laundering tools, and it is blockchain based, providing more transparency. And when I'm mentioning blockchain, it means that it is just their technology where we utilize the blockchain for storing shares. It's not like crypto anarchism. So by definition, it is the securities under their security laws. Doesn't matter on their form. So, and why investors love tokenization, tokenized assets? Because first of all, it's unlock a new access to the private capital investments, and it enables their investors participate from $100 and diversify their portfolio. And blockchain and the platform ensures secure, compliant, and transparent transactions, and it provides more liquidity via the secondary markets for the businesses and ensures the transparency and transparent ownership with their blockchain records. So you can find a lot of benefits for their common investors, because imagine that if you tokenized your property, tokenized your hotel, tokenized your restaurant, tokenized your mines, tokenized your solar panels, before I haven't had the opportunity to join it because it's closed private offering. But if it's online, if it's compliant, if it's in tokenized form, now I can open it and join after my due diligence. Let's move forward. In regards of the market conditions and traction, look, by being 7 years in the industry, I can say that it is just their beginning, because all of this time was just preparation, and we see a huge movements from institutions and huge developments. From the BlackRock that already conducted the tokenization for themselves, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, and many others. For example, Paul Atkins' quotation, it is a Security and Exchange Commission in the United States, chairman of the Security and Exchange Commission, mentioned that this represents more than a regulatory shift. It is a generational opportunity, because the total addressable market of their financial instruments around the world, it is around $300 trillion. As so far, their tokenization industry capitalization, it is less than 1. And by the research of their Boston Consulting Group, PwC, KPMG, that industry will reach $30 trillion capitalization just in 5 years. So, long story short, just in 5 years, we'll see the growth from less than 1 trillion to the 30 trillion. And it is just started. That's why it is extremely important to research it, to be ahead the industry, to be ahead the market, to be ahead your competitors, to benefit your business. And what we believe in Stobox, that any business can be tokenized. And we developed their Stobox 4 platform. It is one window through which you can store tokenized assets, store in the wallet, where you can tokenize your business if you're an issuer, where you can invest in those assets if you're an investor, and where you will be able to trade them, to unlock liquidity, to have the automate compliance, and reach global investors 24/7. Our main idea and main goal with this updated ecosystem and with this updated technology, because previously was Stobox 1, Stobox 2, Stobox 3, and now Stobox 4, by being 16 months of the development of this beauty technology, institutional grade technology that we announced just 1 month ago, our main goal was to simplify the process of tokenization. Because when you pay through Apple Pay for any goods in the grocery, you have no idea how Visa and MasterCard works, how complicated NFC technology is. You just press 2 buttons, and for you as a customer, that it is enough. The same approach we tried to implement in our platform. So under the hood and definitions processes, it's very complicated, but very easy to use for not crypto native audience. Because let's be frank and let's be straightforward, that asset issuers usually struggle with crypto products because of the complexity and crypto narratives. That's why Stobox 4 is very easy to operate. So you can register your account less than 1 minute. So it provides their simple investors onboarding and secure account creation. And I will show you now how easy it is to create the account with their Stobox 4. So let's do it together. First of all, let's create it from scratch. Sign up with email. Here I need to provide my email address. Here I need to input my password. Perfect. The next step, it is their confirmation of their email. And let's check it out. I have the email from the Stobox 4. Perfect. So system verified my email that it belongs to me. That's good. The next step, it is to provide my first name and last name. Okay, let's do in Spain. So the next step, it is their creation of their wallet inside their system. So now it is in the process, and we utilize very secure infrastructure fireblocks that used by BlackRock, Binance, and many other institutions around the world. So currently the process, the wallet in the process of creation. And what I need to do now, it is just to back up my file. So their system, so in the future, I will have the opportunity to add more devices, for example, and connect different devices to the Stobox 4 platform. So I'm just uploaded it, and now of the platform Stobox 4. So you see that it was very easy, less than in 1 minute. And what we see here, that we can start tokenization process. If we are business, we can activate our profile by paying the subscription. We can conduct the verification process to verify ourselves and get the full access to the platform. I will not start the KYC process now because it will take time. That's why let me log into my existing account to show you their functionality. Perfect. So first of all, let's click on the wallet. What we see now? We see now their crypto section. Consider it as a crypto wallet and compliant wallet. Why compliant? Because Stobox is a licensed and regulated entity under the MiCA, and we ensure all of the regulation processes and compliance processes within the system. So here you will be able to store crypto as a business, as a private individual, and send, for example, for third-party providers or for employees. So it is a compliant place to interact with their crypto. And we utilize different chains like Ethereum, Arbitrum, Polygon, Avalanche. We are there blockchain agnostic, where you can deposit, you can withdraw, you can transfer, and interact within the system. Plus, we have their RWA section, real world asset. It means that you can store here like tokenized assets, Paxos Gold, US treasuries, commodities, or private company securities. In transactions, you will see your activities, and transfer, you can transfer your funds by email or by the Stobox DID number for their users inside the Stobox 4 ecosystem, or withdraw to any other crypto wallets. And by having Stobox, account will be able to interact with their DeFi, decentralized finance, like Uniswap 1inch, but it is for more enhanced, more advanced users, crypto users in blockchain space. Then you have their business section where you can create different projects, for example, the real estate in New York or mining company in BVI. And here their tokenization process starts, and it is their Stobox tokenization methodology. It is our onboarding process that I mentioned before. So it is the wizard that you need to complete before your asset will go live. And this process you can complete by your own legal team if you have experienced people, no problem, or Stobox can take your hand and follow you through all of their points, making sure that your issuance of your securities will be smooth. Plus, we embedded a Stobox AI assistant where you can ask Stobox AI that will help you follow this process. It is 8 steps, 8 phases with 32 steps that with enhanced information like the type of the security and the amount of the securities, asset ownership, underlying asset, proof of reserves, and many others that ensures that your asset that you will issue will be decent and find the real interest from the investors. But no stress, Stobox can follow and help you to complete it. Okay, then you can have the company profile where you can change your company name, company time, company type, their country of residence, etc. And you have their issuers public page. So by providing the information here, like name, description, your highlights, team, it will result in their issuers public page. It is the example of our client that is already live, Moneris. It is a bank in Switzerland that we tokenized. And what we can see here, it is that this STO and your STO security token offering will be under your domain. So it can be your website like invest.realestate.com or asset.miamideveloper.io. So it will be your domain, but from the Stobox for platform, we will give you their issuers public page. And we see that country, Switzerland, the status is verified. It means that they conducted their KYB, know your businesses process, and it's verified by the legal provider. And you can find the information about the company, the team, the files, and their information about their security token. And to be able to check it out and participate, you need to connect your wallet. For example, I have already the existing account, so I can connect it. But if you don't have it, you can press sign up and complete the same process that we completed together with you, less than 1 minute. Very easy. So what we see that I have $6,000 on the balance. So if I'm interested, I can go to the asset page and easily participate in this offering. The same we have with the client RWA. It is a private jet from the Dubai that already live on the Stobox for platform, plus our own STO of their Stobox company as an example to their issues public page and their asset page of their security token with their total asset value, supply, token parameters, underlying asset. So investors will be able to check it out in details and interact with your documentation of your company, like presentation, one pager, financial plan, pitch, so whatever you will upload here. So in their potential investors section, you will be able to see all of their participants of that website, your website on the Stobox platform, that passed KYC or just expressed their interest. So you will be able to see their emails, last name, first name, to be able to target and reach out to them. It's how the platform looks like. So to sum up, it is their compliant business wallet and their company section where you can manage your SEO, create the tokens, create the projects, fill out complete tokenization framework, and deploy your assets. So coming back to our presentation, registration, we already proceed. Their tokenization onboarding framework with AI support. I already showed in the platform. So it is our comprehensive end-to-end methodology designed to guide asset owners, enterprises, and projects through every stage of launching a compliant security token offering STO. So compliant business wallet, it is because you can utilize it for your own needs as a company or as a private individuals for the third-party payments or employees. Investor portal under your domain. So their issues public page will be under your domain because Stobox 4 is a SaaS platform, software as a service. You will be able to deploy it very easily and launch in their professional reels under your domain to showcase your tokenized assets and build trust and drive the investments to your company. Also, you will be able to launch your regulated STO in a minute. Once your tokenization framework is completed, you will be able to mint or issue or create a security token based on the parameters that you will input there to be able to proceed further. So we in Stobox, we utilize that called in a professional language, data-rich security token approach. What does it mean in a simple language? That we put all of the information from the Web2 world, like real estate title, obligations, and put it from the traditional world on the blockchain. So when investor will open a security token of your project, they will see all of the inputs on chain, on the blockchain, that will provide more trust, resilience to your project, because it will be much more transparent and clear. And this is was designed in cooperation with Chainlink. It is number one provider in this world in the price oracles and such solutions. It is our partner of Stobox. Inside the platform, you will be able to distribute the dividends for your investors just in one click, because you will have all of the investors on chain. You will see all of the shareholders fully online. That's why you'll be able to distribute them and open a compliant secondary trading once your primary issues will be completed. As I mentioned before, in their private offerings, not just tokenized, it is because of the regulation. You have two phases: primary issuance and secondary market. It's how the private market works. So, for example, first of all, you're telling that I'm a real estate developer. I'm raising $1 million to develop my new real estate. And once it's done, once you raise this money, you can close your offering memorandum and open a secondary market. And it will be available on their Stobox 4 platform in a few months. Plus, we work with different centralized exchanges that holds the license to trade security tokens, like T0 in the United States, INX in the United States, Archax in the UK, Assetera in Europe, and many others. Through Stobox and through your asset on Stobox, you will be able to open a secondary trading for your organization. So to sum up, Stobox 4 platform, all-in-one compliant business wallet tokenization framework with AI support, data-rich security token approach, investor portal under your domain, available secondary market, and compliance STO. No experience needed, built for founders, not developers. As you can see, that it is very easy to navigate, start in minutes. It is AI powered. It is a compliance on air compliance by design without the headache for your business, and it is a future-proof world-class infrastructure that you can utilize under your brand under your domain with a serious touch, with a human touch. So what is the steps? You sign up, you start the tokenization process, you subscribe to the Stobox 4 platform, you follow the tokenization framework, you finalize it, you open your public investors portal, you activate your security token, and launch your security token offering, compliant security token offering. And here you can see the first clients on the Stobox 4. To be honest, now we already tokenized more than 110, and we have already more than 20 in the pipeline in their Stobox 4 platform, new version of our ecosystem. Repost RWA, it is our recognized clients in the United States, from Miami, from sunny Florida, that holding the hundreds of millions of dollars in real estate. RWAX, it is private jets in Dubai. Synvask Bio, it is a biotechnology business in Europe. Stobox is a technology provider. Atmosphere, it is their entertainment entity. Foxy Home by PCM. It is the first Canadian client on the Stobox 4 platform, extremely recognized company in real estate. Corner Store Dubai, it is gold and nature resources. Trio Project, it is real estate in the United States. Moneris Bank, it is Swiss-based bank that we tokenized. Blockchain Venture Capital, it is a fintech. So as you can see, this diversity, and what I mentioned before, that we believe that any asset can be tokenized, it is exactly what we do in Stobox by helping businesses to complete this process. So common myth and the truth, that it is only for crypto companies. No, it's already used and utilized with extent tractions with their Goldman Sachs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and the institutions. It's too technical for their traditional businesses. No, Stobox 4 is made for non-crypto founders. Imagine that you have hotel, restaurant, and you can print an 5-meter QR code. If you like a business, scan it and join. And this QR code will follow to your asset issues page that I showed before. So all of your customers can be your investors. And as an entrepreneur, you will be able to collect and to fundraise around the world from your clients with the small checks without selling control to one VC. It's not legal. No. Remember that it is under the security legislation of their securities. So it is regulated and regulated in Europe by MiFID regulation and Prospectus Directive. In the United States, it is Reg A, Reg D, Reg S. So Stobox can help you navigate through the regulation before you will issue it. It's not trusted. No, it's trusted by the investors, by their institutional adoption, and gens. Listen, all of their financial instruments one day will be tokenized. So this boom is just started. That's why you still have this gap opportunity window to capture it and use it in your business. So what is their business model and the pricing plan for their Stobox 4 platform? The first point is that it's the pricing for issuers. So the technical prices for issuers. So their pricing starts from $1,000 for the subscription, $1,000 per month, that you will receive a compliant business wallet, tokenization framework with AI assistant, and investor portal hosted under your domain. Plus, it is $3,700 for their issuing a security token and deployment of their security token. So at least you need to have, like in the first months, $4,700 to launch your STO. Plus, in case of their support and your request, Stobox can follow through you through all of this process and provide their complete tokenization framework assistant. And this support will cost $20,000. But from the technical standpoint, you can pay just $1,000 per month, access the platform, follow the methodology, complete this methodology, mint your token, and it is less than $5,000 in case of non-support of Stobox. And we have the Stobox for tokenization plan for investors. So basic RWA account costs just $25 per year, so nothing. And RWA professional account just for accredited investors in Europe, in Canada, in the United States, cost $1,000 per year. So how your business could look like after the tokenization process. Your money raised from the global investors fully online. You have 100 plus investors on your cap table, your customers, your friends, or people around the world according to the regulation. You have a digital dashboard of managing the ownership of your company, revenue sharing, and the compliance, and cap table management with dividend distributions, voting, etc. You will have reduced legal and administrative overhead because it's easy to use. And remember, it is the extension to your business that you can start utilize it now. And it is more agile, competitive, and modern business structure to be ahead your competitors. So this isn't a theory. This is what we help businesses to achieve. So I'm very happy to answer all of the questions that you may have. I will open the chat very soon and stop sharing my presentation, and will be happy to answer any question that you may have. So kindly ask the Stobox team to assist me, but I really trust that this webinar was useful for you. So you can start your tokenization journey with Stobox and take the first step today to unlock new capital and scale for your business with the tokenization technology. And start your journey in 48 hours, and you will get 2 hours of free consultation with the Stobox tokenization experts. So follow the QR code or follow the email ap.stoboxplatform.com to be able to start your tokenization journey now. I'm coming back to the Q&A session and happy to answer it. Perfect. So I see a lot of engagement. Thank you for your participation. Cool, thanks, Oliver. Get in touch with you soon. Perfect. We want to tokenize a film studio in Spain. I will contact you soon. Sure, Oliver. By the way, I am based in Spain. I'm just visited Barcelona European Blockchain Convention, where I was invited as their RWA voice of the industry. It was extremely successful. To Stobox had a lot of fun there. So I'm based in Spain, and Alex, my partner and CEO, Jean, Jason, all of our team will be very happy to support your case. Rob Keller, Real Estate Affiliates Latam. So, yes, we work with their Latam jurisdictions if it was a questions. Hello, everyone from Turkey. Hi, Ender, great to see you here. Hello from Nigeria, New Orleans, Scotland, California, Vancouver. Wow, great to see this diversity. Thank you for your messages in the chat. Mallorca, USA, Okay, I see the question from their Keller. Okay, on top of their tech for 4,700, what are the fee for the Reg D and Reg S to raise capital in the United States through your C corp? So look, to issue from their compliance standpoint your security token, you will need your Reg D, Reg S offering memorandum. Stobox can support you with this. If you require this service, it will cost just $9,000. So, answering a question, by going live with the tokenization, what you need to have your company set up. You need to have the technology that starting from 4,700, then depends on your case. If you will need the support of the Stobox experts to spend our time on following your case. If not, it will be enough. Plus, the Reg D, Reg S, in your case, offering memorandum, legal package to launch your STO. What does cap table means? Perfect, no problem, Trevor. Cap table, it is the definition in the financial industry that explains and then that means the management of your investors. For example, to see the register of your investors, to be able to interact with them, they're paying dividends, conducting quoting. So all of these processes, management processes with your investors called cap table management. It means that you can be a well-funded company, have like 10, 20, 200, 2,000, 40,000 people, and do this cap table management of your platform by managing your investors in the technology. Because in the traditional world, if you will have like 100 investors, 1,000 investors, for you will be very challenging to meet them, to interact with them, to message them. That's why cap table means more efficient, streamlined process of management of them. Damir, thank you. All good. I'm already in touch with Jason and will carry on working on option for something that could be this biggest global tokenization. Regards. Thank you, Damir. Thank you for your trust. We'll be happy to help you. Paul, can you do limited partnership accredited investor capital raise in Canada? Of course. The Canada have some kind of similar legislation that United States, and of course, Reg D, Reg S regulation provide the opportunity to participate just for accredited investors in the United States and Canada. So we have a lot of clients in Canada and the United States, and we experience on it. So sure, we will be able to support you. Thanks, Ross. Stobox family, Skirbit, Gursel, thank you a lot for your feedback. It is our trusted client. Thank you for your time by joining us. Thank you, Skirbit and Gursel. Can you contact us to get started? Sure, please message your email, or I kindly ask Alex. I see your email. Perfect, Rob. Sure, our team will contact you and will proceed as soon as possible. Okay, gents, let me know if you have any other questions. I think we are perfectly on time, just 50 minutes with a Q&A session. So I consider it as a very efficient webinar. I really trust that this was useful for you. Stobox team is ready to support you. Our main mission, it is to take your hand, follow through these complex things, and participate in your success and remove the obstacles and save money and time. Because typically, when you like considering tokenization, I call it creating a new job, because you need to speak to the consultancy guys, you need to speak to the legal guys, you need to speak to the technical guys, to the marketing guys. So Stobox dirigeing all of these things, managing all of the things on your side, on the side of their client, not against the client, to make it more simple, better, efficient, For what? To reach their company needs of the fundraising and moving towards innovative tokenized reals. Does Stobox have a partnership program? Yes, we have. Depends on the request. We have a lot of partners, legal partners, technical partners, compliance partners, referral partners, etc. Trevor, just 2 minutes. I live in Toronto. It is possible, but there are issues with their SEC to be navigated. Look, if you target their accredited investors in the United States and the Canada, believe me, it is not so heavy as you think, because you will go under Reg Direct S, so you will not need to wait for any approvals by their SEC because you will target the accredited investors. And I will explain the logic. Any institution, any authority, security authority in each country created to defend their general investors that have no idea what they do, and those authorities are created to support and to defend them, prevent from the scams. But in case of accredited investors, what does it mean accredited? That they know what they do. That's why if you target accredited investors, it means that they can participate in your company starting from $25,000. It means that you have less heavy regulation. So without any SEC approval, you can just fill it out, and Stobox already supported, I don't know, 50 plus clients in the United States with this process. So no problem. Okay, Jens, thank you a lot for your questions. Thank you for being with me today. Research deeply their tokenization, start your process with Stobox, and I wish their success to your business. So thank you a lot for being with me today, and have a great day ahead. Bye-bye.